depending on what you're doing. I don't know.
Is it D8 or D10?
Yours is a D12, I believe.
Oh.
If you're a barbarian, yeah, D12. Do you see my big 8?
Big 8, baby.
You see my big ass 2 right there?
Oh my god.
Good.
Don't forget, you get to
Yeah,
add
my
your
big
con
ass
as well.
3.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys you had your con on top of that.
Huge numbers.
Damn, I am the tank now.
What do I need to roll?
So would it be?
You're a fighter.
Would it be
Fighter's D10.
+2 Constitution?
Yeah, it'd be +2. So
Okay.
yours would be 5 and his would be 4. I shouldn't always
Now remember,
count.
guys, it
Yeah,
is
4.
worth taking your average sometimes.
Yeah, so you can just take average as well instead of rolling if you need to.
Nah.
I'd rather just
I'm a
take
man.
the average because I don't feel like rolling.
The average for a D10 is a 6 because it's one higher than half.
One higher than half. Ah,
So you get a 6.
6 towards my hit points?
6. You get 6 plus whatever your con modifier is onto your hit points.
I don't know. What
That's it. I'm taking the average.
Oh, wait, you already rolled.
Yeah, you'll have to take it next level. it's
I'm taking
definitely
the average.
worth.
I'm gonna start swinging.
I mean, you did already roll. If you'd roll a 12 or a 10, you wouldn't be saying I'm taking the
Now,
average.
Here's the thing, Steven. Do you see anywhere that I say that I'm rolling for my hit dice? I'm just rolling dots for fun. It's not illegal. I roll
I
dots
heard
all
you
the time.
specifically say, "Did you see my big 2?"
It's okay, I got a 3, mate. It'll be alright. Here's a doctor.
That con, baby. I don't give a shit. I don't tell them. I stay. I'm gonna stand far, far back.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm the tank. I told you
Let's
this
smoke
already.
a cigarette real quick because I just woke up. It's fucking like 5 p.m. and I just woke up like a piece of shit. I'll be right back.
Like a
Actually,
piece
you know
of
what?
shit.
It's okay. I have my Red Bull right next to me because I've been up since like 4 a.m. A little bit before. Where do I add the 6? I don't even know what I'm doing at this point.
Hit points. Current and hit point maximum in the middle of your character sheet near the top.
19. Woo!
Woo! I think I might have the most health in the party now.
It's okay.
Sorcerer
'Cause
powers.
I actually got healing spells.
What would I have had to roll? I'm just curious what I would have rolled. If. What would I have had to roll? A D10?
It's a D10. Don't do it because you'll get a 10 and get upset.
Nah, I'm gonna do it. Oh, see, look at that. I'm glad I took the average.
I was really channeling that big 10 energy, but I did not get the 10 that I wanted. Happily take an 8, though.
I need you like crazy. Hyro, do you still have Master Chief Collection downloaded?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like me and a bunch of friends are gonna be playing Master Chief Collection tomorrow. I don't know if you want to join us.
Done.
I figure it'd be fun to get like 6 people. I know at least like 3 or 4 are gonna be playing.
You playing PvP or what are you doing?
Probably PvP, probably online. Yeah. Getting clapped. Disgusting! Alright, I need to open up this Red Bull.
Which Halo though?
I
Reach,
think they
like
have
a
all of
reach,
them all,
reach,
but like,
reach.
I'm a fan of Halo 2,
Reach.
but Halo Reach is fun too. You gotta respect Halo 2.
I actually know how to use my weapon now, guys. Literally all that training I did over the last 24 hours. I suddenly know how to use a rapier.
Oh.
It's kind of like my Saturday routine. I just sleep until D&D. I don't know what it is. Can't be bothered to do anything else. I got plans for the day. Son of a bitch.
Okay, I do have roll 20 open.
So we're upgrading from rats to goblins, right? We're all gonna be goblin slayer.
I mean,
I will.
I'm
I'll
down
wear
for that.
badge
I do despise all goblins.
We're gonna pull up into the city. We're gonna go to the first bar. Goblins together.
Put them down.
You got any quests for goblins?
Gonna start shooting into all the bushes. Goblin.
Person's like, no goblins, you guys just walk away.
Oh my god.
No goblins, but we got like 7 missing kids. No, doesn't sound very goblin-y to me.
You're like, whoa, missing kids. Do goblins take the kids? Like, no,
Yeah.
we're pretty sure it's not goblins. All right, not my problem then.
Best of luck.
Best of luck. Throws up the deuces.
I feel like that would be such a fun character to have in D&D. Just have that one like fighter who only wants to kill goblins. Doesn't even help in
What do you-
fights if there's no goblins. Just watches his teammates all get fucked.
He's like standing to the side with his arms crossed.
Has no backstory to give like a reason why. Just doesn't want to fight anything but goblins. Like his family wasn't murdered by goblins or anything. Just doesn't like them.
He's just really racist.
Yeah.
Like, that's his whole story. He's just a really racist dude. He's like,
But-
fucking goblins, dude.
But like a pacifist every other way, like in every other way possible, a pacifist, but just goblins. Like
Helps all species is literally like, hold up, the Lich might have a reason. The Goblin's like, I need to feed my family. He's like, I don't fucking care.
I need you to not feed your family.
Like, don't worry, I'll take care of the need to feed them as well. Lead me to them.
Fucking like, we need you to slay a dragon. Is there a goblin riding the dragon? No? Not my problem.
All right, sounds more like a you problem.
Oh my god.
I forgot that I went in and deleted all the backgrounds for the maps we're already done with, so now you guys are just sitting on an empty map.
Lol.
Soon you guys are like, okay, I can quickly hop back on Ghost Light and go back down into it. And I'm like, all right, well, hold on, I gotta re-upload everything.
And you fucking drown. It's gone.
Oh no, I slipped off the boat.
Does your backstory say you can swim? I don't think it does. You're dead.
Oh shit. Oh no. Fucking current pulls me away farther and farther from the ship.
Turns out you didn't fall in the water. You fell in the mouth of a kraken. You're done. You're dead. You're out. New
Oh
character.
no, did the fucking octopus escape?
It leaked out the bottom.
Sure, in my background it says I'm immune to kraken damage, so I'm good.
Oh, okay, yeah. It turns out this is actually a kraken that does non-kraken damage.
There's goblin
fuck.
damage.
Yeah, it does goblin damage,
Ooh.
weirdly enough.
Kraken does goblin. Goblin
It's actually
kraken.
a bunch of goblins in a kraken suit.
That's have you read my DM notes? Are you
Yeah. Turns out everything we've been doing is just all goblins.
in suits? Every one of them. I don't know if Todd's here or not.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, I guess you know what I didn't do? You guys are gonna think this is really funny. You know, I'm really known for always having the music on deck. You know, I've not winged it the last 5 times, but I'll be right back. I gotta do something real quick. It's not music related, don't worry. I didn't forget to get the new music, and I'm not going to find a cheat sheet where I wrote down some stuff for this exact scenario.
I trust you.
I'm glad. I'll be right back.
Shift, you like that?
Huh? Oh, whoa.
Hey, Derek.
I totally forgot I had Shadow Clothing, right? I like him. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I decided to try for affiliate.
Oh, I remember reading. I remember seeing somewhere about it, and then I meant to follow and then I never did. And then I just did because I remembered. My brain works in mysterious ways.
Pretty cool though. I got my first sub today, and I didn't even stream today.
Poggies! Big pog, big pog. Just gonna DM high roll this move. I'm so happy Twitch added animated emotes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Now I can go on everyone's stream and do, oh, where is it? Ah, here we go. Fuck! I don't want to look for my dad right now. It's definitely not in that. Dabbing?
That's not dabbing. That's cheating.
I can't move my arms! Let me put my VR headset on and get into my new avatar.
Okay, so I'm back.
I see. Did you like the meme I sent you, by the way?
Yeah, I actually just read it. It's pretty good. Same, honestly. I forgot where I left off. I believe it was,
We all woke up.
yeah, I was gonna say, each of
And
you were currently,
We're
you know,
approaching land or something.
yeah, waking up in your cabins.
After our dreams.
All of you were waking pretty shocked, pretty shaken, reeling over the memories and guidance, I guess you could say, that each of you received. Some, you know, shaken a bit more. Grace fell like 6 feet to the floor. But you're all in your respective cabins currently. One of you was on deck. I believe Ozam had went up.
Yep.
So you're, you know, the crew is, you know, hastening around the deck, getting things ready to dock. You're aiding where you're, you know, there's an open space. You're jumping in and helping. You have the knowledge to do so. I mean, you all have a small amount of free time as you quickly approach the town.
I would like to read the book, or at least open it, that I got. That you gave me.
Okay. As are you just in the room on the bed?
Yeah, I mean, he left my room to go upstairs to the dock, so kind of
Yeah.
alone. It's a good chance to
Okay.
look at it, right?
So you pull the book out and you're laying it there. You look at the. Actually, I gotta find the description of the book. I forgot. I know it has gold inlay and stuff, but I kind of forgot the rest.
Oh, I just want to remind whoever it was that they were fuck. What's the word? Why can't I think of it? Intimidating the one bitch. Yeah, the one bitch. Don't forget about that.
I forgot what he was intimidating for. I think money.
He wanted money because we helped move the ship.
Yeah,
We went on the other ship and we came back. We're like, hey, everything's fine now. Where's our money?
Didn't we get some gold?
This is an abstract DM metagame knowledge, but technically the ship wouldn't have been stopped if it wasn't for you. So
They don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't think
I'm glad-
We're about, like-
Ghostlot was rolling up to have Clay help it out.
I'm glad that that's abstract
DM knowledge,
DM
and you
shit,
can still take
yeah.
a shot at it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Did
I'm
we
fully-
did we
fully
get
aware.
gold last session?
yeah, we got
Uh,
50
Yeah, we got 50 each.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was the.
because I have 52 gold.
Because you guys had base, you were gonna get a base of 25, but because Grace was trustworthy and actually divided it, it was doubled. It was the test of Ghostlot to see, your honor.
Fuck yeah.
And by
If I
100,
If I
I mean
return this gold,
Grace could have technically had 100 gold.
Hey, it's true. It's true.
So you pull the book out. It is a heavy
Yeah.
tome. Its thick covers are made of ornately tooled leather decorated with gold filigree. It has a particular bust of a spellcaster on the front, which you do not recognize. I believe you rolled to recognize it before. But
you said even if I nat 20, I wouldn't know.
yeah, I'll say you technically wouldn't. I was gonna say even if you'd have rolled. Like the DC to know is pretty low for casters, but for you particularly, you would not know because again, wibbly
I'm
wobbly.
not one of book knowledge or anything
Yeah.
personally.
Um,
Feels very foreign. To be
as you
looking for a
open
book.
it, I assume you opened the book, not just look at it, correct?
Yeah. I already
Um,
glanced at it.
As
Have a
you
look in the
thumb through
page.
it, it's pretty blank. All of it, all the pages are they're all blank, but there is about halfway through it a card.
Well, like a playing card.
It's about the size of a playing card. Closer to a library card, I guess. It specifically says property of Candlekeep. And on the back of the card has some instructions to return it.
If handle keep.
Candlekeep, yes. Do you read the instructions?
Why not?
Give me an Arcana check, which I know is your specialty.
Well, actually, okay.
Just barely. You understand, reading the mundane, like it pretty much discusses a few components and a procedure to return it. You understand that this is a magical component to return this. It is definitely a spell to cast to return.
Good thing I'm not a wizard. Maybe the bard can do this. I'm like thinking that to myself because I don't know how metagamey you're getting with sorcerers. They can't really like make scrolls or like use spells outside of their own
No,
spell
no.
list.
This one
So,
is less of a.
unless the
it's-
magic's like infused into the card.
It is. It's almost
Okay.
the book itself. In fact, if you were to remove the card from the book completely, you would and leave the room as such, you would find that that card is bound magically to that book. I mean, I know metagame knowledge there, but it is innately connected.
For now, it doesn't seem all that useful to me. I'll look more into it later. Just I'll put the card back in and throw it in my bag with the book.
Okay, for the record,
Um,
the ingredients listed was some white ash, a twig of basically any sort and some chalk.
Okay.
Just you know, if you want to make note of what you would need for it.
Yeah. Twig, white ash, chalk. Got it.
You do notice something odd in one of the backs covers of the book, like the backside cover. It's not a natural part of it, but it is engraved into the inside of the cover. On a small corner, you notice an I. An EYE, not
I
an.
think you've mentioned this before, and I don't know if it was the book that you mentioned that on, because I remember you mentioning something about I.
It was not the book. It is the silver locket you have found in your possession.
Oh. Interesting. No, I'll finish like waking up and joining people up on the deck.
Okay, I would say, you know, taking the time to study it and look around. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do before the ship was to dock?
I'm just waking up, trying to like shake off like a cold sweat from the dream I had. You know, going to kind of catch up with everybody.
No one wants to take a shower. You're all a bunch of stinky boys and girls.
Does the
would
ship
kinda
have
do
a
that.
shower?
Prestidigitation.
I'm just kidding.
It's in my
Go
backstory.
prestidigitation, my
I
guy.
always feel good. Yeah.
I mean,
mean,
what ship
technically,
has
yes,
a shower in D&D?
They would have access to, you know, the means of saltwater showers. You know, some displacement piping that runs water from the bottom up. You know, you could wash yourself with some, you know, scented oils and such, and you know, rinse it out. But you're still gonna be very grimy with the salt water. They don't have access to fresh water out here for just free. You know. So if you did, you know, want to clean up, it is possible. I see it. Also, in my head, when you cast prestidigitation on yourself, you're licking yourself like a cat.
It's a giant fucking cat tongue.
You're
It's
just
just a giant cat tongue that like
Yeah, you're-
nobody can see, and it's just like cleaning.
Yep, that's literally like in my head what it's been the entire time. Like prestidigitation, I was like, I just never remember.
These on other people. It's kind of weird, bro.
Yeah, I mean they don't know, but Ozam, the ship has docked. You're helping to, you know,
Nice.
tie it to the deck.
Mhm.
You know, it is anchors dropped, stationary. The plank, I'm not really sure what you would refer to it as on nautical terms. I probably should look this up. But you are free to leave the ship at any time. Anyone, yeah, the bridge has been laid. You guys have access to the mainland, and you find yourself stationed at the docks of Rennet.
Oh, well, first to leave, it's me. Hop on down. Actually,
Okay.
wait. Zarek, are you gonna be intimidating this bitch or what?
Wait,
Zarek
who?
is currently in his room.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna
I
go
was gonna say,
knock on his door. I'm gonna go knock on his door. Be like, hey,
Okay.
we're
You-
leaving. You gonna
you
get us some
descend
money or
down.
what?
You descend down. You knock on his door. Advise that you guys are stationed.
I'm kind of like groaning. I'm like, why'd you wake me up?
We'll be docked. It's time to go.
I guess I can.
Remember,
I
this
kinda
bitch
get
owes us
up.
money.
Yeah, I kind of get up and I'm like, let's go do this.
Yep. So I'm gonna
And
follow
then,
him.
and then we go to, what was her name?
Malia.
Yeah, we go
Mally.
find her.
Mally? No.
Mal.
Close.
Okay, you find Mally, and she is up top, standing near the wheel. A very foreboding figure stands behind her, holding the wheel.
Foreboding
Like,
how?
like intimidating.
Yes.
Oh god.
Can I like stagger upon this?
I'm gonna walk up to her, and I'm gonna politely be like, "Hey, remember that favor?"
Mally kind of sees you coming. You see her kind of sweating and looking at the
I
figure and looking at
intimidated the
you.
fuck out of her last session.
Yeah, she's looking at you. She's looking at the captain, and you see her whisper. You can read. You understand from this distance. You know she's not directly in earshot, but you could get the grasp that she's like, that's him. That's him right there, right there. And she kind of throws the thumb towards you. And the captain looks at you from a distance. A very as you're approaching, her gaze is a heavy one. Give me.
Oh god.
Let's see. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Both of us.
17. Okay, you are. Yeah, both of you. You are
Oh
not.
god.
Damn.
You're not shaken by her stare, but you definitely feel a weight of it. Todd, you on the other hand, because narrative wise, she's not really looking at you, Ozan, but you understand that she's pretty strong. Todd, you're kind of scared shitless just from looking at her. Like you've trained, you have you just fought a rat king in the basement of the bowels of the afterlife.
It can't get much harder.
And you understand that she scares you more than he did.
Wow.
She is a very hardened and seafaring lady. She is no pushover. She is not one of like mercantile. You can tell that she is a very
So she's not intimidated by me anymore.
no.
With
Mally
the
is.
captain there.
The-
Oh,
the-
okay.
The captain is absolutely not even concerned about
Okay.
you. When she looks at you, you know that she is not scared of you in any shape or form.
Oh, the captain's a girl. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. For some
And-
reason, I just thought it was a guy. I don't know why.
As you approach, the captain says, "I hear some things are in order."
Some thanks and some
thanks.
coin.
Yeah, some thanks is a little of an understatement. I mean, we literally saved an entire ship and we brought your people back.
Not to mention the insurance scam we almost had to go through.
She looks at you and she goes,
Oh.
"Insurance scams are not."
I'm
my
looking at you
concern."
with like a question mark over my head.
Can I walk in when I hear the insurance scam part? That would...
I would say you're all gathering towards the deck now. The ship, bells have rung. The outside air and atmosphere is much different than the open sea. You can hear other people talking. You can hear other boats approaching. Perhaps an occasional foghorn top, hustle and bustle of a dock area. So everyone's aware that the ship is stationed, and most outside of the crew are making their way to the top side.
Okay.
So you're definitely on deck with the ability to be nearby.
I'll take it.
And she looks at you when you mention the insurance scam. And she says, "There's plenty worse that could happen at open sea. It's not really my concern. A few people scammed from their coins either direction."
Sounds like your problem. You're responsible for the ship. You're the captain. I'm not
ship?
scared at all, remember?
She goes, "The ship, strangers
Shit.
aboard."
The ship and her crew play.
I mean, you said I was scared shitless over,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, you have the understanding that she does
Yeah.
not fear you. You're not like shaking in your
Yeah,
boots,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you have the understanding that she is at best an equal.
Yeah. I kind of nudge Ozam. I'm like, hey, I don't think this is gonna work. Let's just get out of here.
I think that the captain's responsible not only for the ship but the crew as well.
But the sea doesn't see it that way.
That's literally maritime rule. Even. God damn it. All right, I'm done then.
It's a deck of pirates. They don't really obey laws.
It's the way it is. All right, fine. Since Zarek doesn't want to back me up, I'm not really a hitty person.
I've just,
anyways, so if this turns into swinging, I
I've seen
recognize
enough
that.
battle to know she's not one to be trifled with.
All right, I'm good.
You guys are leaving?
Yeah.
Before you leave, she says, but I do honor a debt. If you're interested.
And I
While
say,
killing goblins?
is it a work? Is it more work?
Says, unless you're wanting to sign on, no. We're docked. You're free to go. And she snaps her fingers, and you watch as Mally, quickly runs back towards an up deck cabin. And she comes back out with a bag, and she's bringing it forward. She says, it's not much. She goes, how many of you went down? 4, was it?
Yeah, there was 4 of us, if you include the cat person.
She kind of looks
Bruh.
looks across the deck, bruh. Looks across the deck and sees Twinvel and is like, I do. They seem to fault the same as you. And they reach in and they pull out a handful of coin. They hand it to Zarek. And they say, divide that amongst you evenly. And they hand you 4 tokens. And you look at it and you notice that it bears the same emblem that most of the crew wears. And she says, we owe you a debt for the passage. So in exchange, I'll pay you a day's wage, which is 15 gold. So you have collectively 60 gold there.
Okay.
And free passage should we pass again.
I reach out and give her the strong arm handshake. I'm like, thank you. We'll put this to good use.
Like the wrist to wrist, like king
Yeah.
shake.
Mm-hmm.
But the one where he grabs her elbow too, like the power play one.
She grabs yours back, shakes it honorably, and as you walk away, it's not a curtsy bow, but it's one of, almost like a farewell, like forward leaning nod. As you approach, she goes, any questions before you leave? I'm
Yes.
decently familiar with the landscape.
Where there
Have
be
you heard?
goblins?
What was it?
A place called Moldavia?
Moldavia.
Moldavia?
Moldavia.
Moldavia?
Okay. She kind of
Moldavia?
mulls it over in her mouth a couple times. She's like, Moldavia. Yeah. If you can call it a place now, but yes. There's not a dock. The shifts are too. The cliffs are too sheer. It's a little to the east from here. It used to be a mining town, I believe. There's still a few. From rumor, people have been missing. Last I was in town, it's been about a month, probably. There was a change in ownership. The count over the area. He passed. His son. She kind of snaps her fingers and she's like, I believe his name's Libram. I'm not familiar with him. I've never met the man, nor his father, actually. But I believe it is Libram is over it now. The mine hasn't functioned in a while. The town, if you could call what's left of it a town, is pretty dead. But it does exist. It's to the east, about a day's journey, day and a half, maybe.
To the east. I asked her if she knows
points with her right
anything.
hand towards
I'm
like
sorry.
a mountainside, and she's like, it sets towards the manor, at least sets towards the foothold of that mountain there. So, you know, if you were to leave town and head that direction.
Ask her, because in my dream, ask her if she knows anything about. I'm not mentioning the dream to her, but ask her if she knows anything about the West.
The West. Not really. I mean, she points towards a distant mountain ridge there, and she goes, across, that's the western front. There's nothing that way. I mean, she kind of looks at you guys, which I assume you know. There's nobody goes there. There's this town rests at the foot of a river that goes up further. There's a few cities that way. Last I heard, supplies have been slowed. You know, our shipment's been lighter this run in because there's some rubble. An old tower fell up there, so nothing's passing currently. I haven't heard anything about the West in particular. You could check with the Baron. I mean, here in Renette. I mean, the town is named after him. He may have known more. We generally don't go too far inland. In fact, once we're done here, we're sailing around the eastern side, the coast. Is there anything in particular to the west you're looking for?
Yeah, there is, but I can't go into detail about it. But I am looking for someone.
This is a little metagame knowledge. Did I say west when I said the roar?
You did. That's okay though.
It was definitely supposed to be to the east.
Okay, that's okay. That's
My
okay.
bad. My
That's
bad.
okay.
I don't remember what. Oh wait. What way were you facing? Because I think I might have. I'm trying to think of how I would have done that.
You said that I'd become almost like a fey creature, and I was running towards the west.
Yeah, I definitely meant the east. I completely apologize.
That's okay. We'll just say I meant. We'll redact that entire little bit right there. That's fine.
My bad. Because I have a map. Actually, hold on. I may actually be able to provide you guys with it. I forgot about what is that website called? Apologies. I meant to get this out before before this session. She says 1 second, and she kind of, you know, pulls back into her the same, you know, cabin that
Oh, good. I'm gonna get to see a map of the area and go, what the fuck? Yeah, it'd probably be not a bad purchase, buying our own map in this town. Even if it's like a crudely made one.
He comes back with a rolled up scroll. I've posted it into information. It provides
So
you
where are
with,
we on this map?
the uh the little town with the dock there on the river towards the coast.
Okay.
And she kind of points out the manor and the small camp to the right, to the east, and says that would be Moldavia.
Cat person, isn't that what you asked about?
Yeah. It's like the only place I know of around here, so I'm willing to go there.
She kind of looks
Personally,
at she
that's
kind
where
of
I'm
looks
headed.
at you, and she's like, "You know Moldavia? Are you from there?"
No, I'm from you wouldn't have heard of it, but you wouldn't have heard of it.
She kind of looks at you. She goes, "I've been pretty much everywhere."
Yeah, you see, that's where you're wrong.
Not there, apparently.
All right, all right. She kind of throws her hands up. I'm not going to push. It's not my business anyway. You're not part of my crew.
I can tell you though, I'm from Keflos. Can tell you that.
She kind of laughs, and she's like, "I think we all are. Hopefully."
So you said there was like an abandoned mine beside there?
Yes, the manor sits, juxtaposed to an old mine. There's still a town, an encampment near it. The whole area is known as Moldavia. The town, I believe, was referred to as Vermilion, perhaps. She goes, I've never been, so this is all, hearsay knowledge, back in my mind. But last I heard, people were fleeing it. There's nothing there. I mean, it's been long in ruin. A lot of ghost stories surround it. I mean, as many that surround the manor.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to everyone and split the gold up with them. And it was 15 apiece, right?
He gave you a collective handful of, 60. I say
Okay.
handful, but
Yeah, I divided up with everybody, and I'll tell everyone. I think we should prepare if you guys are willing to go that way, because I'm definitely going east.
I got no
That's where I'm
plans.
going.
I'm here for you all.
same.
You're here for us.
Yeah, I'm here just for you.
So you have no goal?
My goal is to get far away from where I was.
Fair enough. I thank the captain for her help, and I'll be back to take up that offer if we ever need it. As I'm walking through the door,
She gives you a hearty nod, and she says, "Thanks again. Truly."
I'm gonna follow with old Zarek. I think we're head into town, see what's going on there.
yep.
As you guys, are walking across the thing,
Bridge.
the bridge heading to dock, you hear a splash, and you notice, you see Mally yelling overboard, like, "Get the fuck out of the water! God damn it, Clay!" As Clay is once again fallen into the ocean. seems
I
to be
know
a...
that's your name, but you don't have to join the rest of it. Nobody? Oh, that's
Me.
funny.
I should just cast sleep on him. See if I can't
It's
kill him.
just murdering right here.
Nobody would know. I just cast asleep.
I mean, and just like that part, the party became a group of serial killers.
Murder hobos.
Oh my god.
Anyways, no, I'm not casting sleep. That's a spell slot.
Okay, you guys making your way deeper into the town?
Yep. What do we got going on in town? What's the town?
Yeah,
look
what's
like?
going? Is there any like, kind of looking around? Like, is anything actually going on? Like,
You want to go to the mall?
There's a lot of people. I mean, about as much as the town you guys boarded from. There, you can tell a lot of the foot traffic around here is definitely still passing. Actually, probably from the town you just left. As you notice, a lot of people have very festive outfits that they came from a festival that technically a few towns have festivals around the same time. One's not currently going on, but there's some vendors set up, some general like food sources here and there, a few party games. There's performers, there's flyers referring to a few different bards that would be playing, international pop star type shit.
Oh my god, it's Justin Bieber.
How'd you know his name? But there's a hustle and bustle around the town, an air of festivity. But I mean, in general, there's people working, just walking. There's a man, as you guys come closer to the center of town, there's a man holding. He looks a little disheveled, holding a book in one hand, and he's looking around. You've noticed as you're walking, he's ran up to a few people that look very travel worthy, asking for help. No one seems to really slow down. A few people give him a look in a kind of shifty way and walk away. And he makes eye contact with you and begins to approach.
with who?
Like just you as a group, all of you like looking around. He's basically like at this point approaching directly towards you. He's dressed in a decently fine wear. You can tell by his mannerisms that he's not a ruling class by any means. In fact, he has the mannerisms of a servant. He bows very deeply to every person that you saw him talk to. He speaks with a mannerism of very soft-spoken but desperation behind it. You see him throw his hand up towards you guys. And he says, "Hey, I'm sorry. This may be a bit weird. Can I talk to you for a second?"
Sure.
As he's walking up, you notice, there's a group of town's guards that have, some barriers set up nearby on a street. Looks like about an alleyway is blocked off. He's kind of shuffling around the crowd through there. And a couple of the guys looking at him kind of shake their head as he walks up to you. Hi, he bows deeply. He reaches out a hand. And he says, "My name is Balthur Leonoth. You look like a..." He looks at Zarek in particular. He goes, "A hearty lot. Would you be willing to lend your aid?"
Is there a coin in it?
Not for me, no. But yeah, I'd say there's coin. I'm not sure what the total payment is. You would have to talk it over with the Baron. He's a bit worried. He's not usually like this. He's been very
I've heard about this Baron. Didn't his son die, or is he sick?
He kind of looks a little
I think that was the next town over.
he looks a little disheveled at the mention of his son dying. He goes, "Son, no. Perhaps you're referring to sorry, I literally just knocked my notes over. Hold on.
Moldova?
Yeah,
Moldavia?
Moldavia. Perhaps you're referring over about Moldavia. They did have a recent passing. Count Libram is now in charge there, but no, Baron Renette did not lose his son.
So what's the actual job?
At the mention of Baron Renette and losing his son, you notice that a lot of people are paying attention. And he looks at you and goes, would you follow me to his estate? You can speak with him directly and away from prying ears.
I'm just gonna look out towards the crowd and be like, "Oh, you're really interested now, huh? You guys ignoring this man? Now you're all interested?"
I want to
Fuck
do
off.
an intimidation check and say whatever you can say to us, you can say here.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Crowd, though. Fuck this crowd.
He almost folds immediately, like visibly shaken. He's like, he gets a real low tone. Your intimidation check. The crowd quickly like kind of and they're back to like, you know, yeah, like they kind of disperse a little bit. The town guards are kind of, you know, still setting the barriers. The town guards weren't, you know, looking at him odd. You get the feeling that the town guards know exactly what he's asking for. They serve the Baron themselves. He kind of looks around and, you know, there's people dispersed. He whispers it really low. He goes, the town guard, they can't. We have some issues in town currently that they're investigating, but the Baron is currently very. He looks around again, distraught about his wife. He hasn't heard about her. It's going on 2 to 3 days now, and he gets real close. And he kind of motions for you guys to come closer. No one knows, but his daughter passed recently. An illness, you see, a natural cause. Nothing shaken, but he kind of looks around. He's like, the Baron doesn't want the town, you know. He doesn't want to be the talk of the town. His daughter's death and everything. I can't tell you the mission itself. I know it has to do with his wife, but if you'll follow me to his estate, he can give you the rest, the payment. He didn't give me these details. He just I know.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know he's distraught, and I know he could use someone to go find her.
I look at everybody and like, what do you guys think?
Well, what makes you think that we can help? We just walked off a boat.
He kind of looks at Eric. I mean, he even looks at you, and he goes, "Well, you're all armed," and he kind of.
I think it's more that we're not from the town that he's picking us.
Yeah, he kind of like nudges his head towards, you know, Twinville. He's like, he's a strange lot, but he looks like he's got. You all walk with a sense of, you know, responsibility. You don't look like
meow.
You're not all. You don't look like the type to be in something for the gossip. You all look like you could hold your own if something was wrong. I could ask any person on this side of the street to go out to Moldavia, but I'm not sure they could come back. All
right,
the world's not the safest place.
I'm willing to go meet with the Baron.
Aye, thank you. He looks at the rest of you. If you'll follow me.
Yeah, I guess we'll give it a shot as long as there's some coin in it.
He bows like 50 times. Oh, thank you. You can tell.
Literally 50.
Give me an insight check. You notice nothing.
Nothing.
Ozam, you know from just his mannerisms and his like the way he's presenting this information that he cares deeply for the man he serves. And there is no you feel no air of deceit in his presentation.
Dope.
He leads you guys down towards the center of town to a very large building that sets, you know, not directly in the center, but a little off center of it. He beckons you guys in as he opens the gate. You enter the foyer, and he says, "Wait here, I'll be right back. I'll be right back." And he journeys up the stairs to opens a large double door and closes them behind him. You hear some discussions through the door, but nothing you could make out. I mean, you guys can roll a perception check if you want, but
Oh yeah, I've got cat ears, bruh. Check out this perception.
-2 to perception.
Jeez.
Ozam, best of all, hears some just muffled voices through the wall. Some of you don't even hear the voices at all.
You don't even know where you're at. Where are we?
But you just hear discussions and
Everything's new.
you hear him say, I've brought some people," and you hear a very deep voice respond and say, "I send them in," and you hear some shuffling and some chairs being dragged. And the door opens again, and Walter motions you guys, come. Do you guys just stand there?
Oh, I mean, we'll go in. I go in. I'm gonna let Zarek.
Oh, my bad.
Zarek's
You
gonna
just
take
kind of
the lead.
assumed we were going in.
Yeah, Zarek's
My bad. I
I'm
could have
guessing.
said something.
Sorry, he's just like, come, and you guys are just like
I'm just
stoic
shyly
faces
following
looking at him
along
like,
this one.
I'll be in the
Gonna
front
stand
as
here.
usual.
AFK. Sorry, we're AFK.
I'll be right behind them.
How fancy is this place, by the way?
Actually, on your approach,
Like-
give me. It's decently fancy. I mean, it's definitely the house of the ruling class.
Like a noble.
Yeah, like very much a noble household. You can tell the house is a bit of diskeep. Like it's not super clean. It's not like run down by any means. But there is some dust visible that you can see that would likely have been cleaned. It's not nearly as pristine. You don't see other servants. To your knowledge, only one person, 2 people are here. When you guys approached the building, give me a retroactive perception check.
For those big numbers. Clearly,
Big with an E.
the guy who lives on a farm respects this and really taking it in.
Zarek and Xavi, and check what I have for this. Just roll a d20.
Okay.
with advantage. So roll it
Okay.
twice. Zarek, the house is familiar, but you cannot place it. Xavi, Twinville, I'm sorry. You're pathing into this town. The whole way walking from the docks in is familiar to you. And it's odd that it is. It shouldn't be, but it is. And when you see the house, it clicks with you exactly what it is. This is the building that you observed looking down. This is the pulsing point inside the city.
Oh. Wait, I thought that was in the other building. I thought that was in. Oh no, wait, yeah, because that was. Yeah.
I
okay,
remember
that makes
it
sense.
from last session.
Yep. Because I was told Moldavia, but that wasn't specifically the town I was in. That was just where I was told to head to potentially. So yeah, okay.
So, as you guys enter the meeting hall of Baron Henrik Renette, the sun comes through the windows. It casts a they're yellow stained glass, so it casts that kind of afternoon churchy like lighting across the room, a bit of a somber view. Not by like you could definitely see how this place has been lively before in the past, but as you look upon it now, it is very
Not
a
quite
shell.
run down, but going there.
Yes, it is almost a shell of its former self, and you can apply that feeling not only to the building but the man in front of you. As a man sits in a chair at the end, his head in his hand, like just holding his head forward.
Like in a sad way?
Yes, very. It is a large statured man, a powerful looking man, but you wouldn't know it upon first glance. It is upon, actually looking at him, perceiving him, that you realize it, because the first image you receive is a very shrunken in.
Does he realize we're there?
Not yet. I mean, he does, but he hasn't lifted his head to talk. A very shell of himself. Like, you can tell that he is just distraught and almost broken. And as you enter, Balther, is shutting the door, and he says, "Thank you." As the door shut behind you, as they click, you see the Baron lift his head up and a deep sigh, like almost that even existing is a hassle for him currently. As he looks at you all and says, "Please take a seat." You can tell, there's some like semi-dusty chairs pulled up to the table. There was already a few there, but you can visibly see the, drag marks where like 2 additional chairs were dragged up to the table.
I go and sit in the seat and say thanks for the seat.
I'm gonna stand.
I look at Ozam. I'm like, why stand when you could sit?
The power play on Ozam over here.
I'm just gonna stand.
He says, if that's what suits you."
I'm not being contrarian. I think
know. He's not. He's clearly not offended by it. He's like, you don't have to.
You guys are too stressed.
I would just
Need
say
to take a load off.
with my character, I don't necessarily enjoy being around nobility. That would be a thing.
I am semi-curious, just like walking around the room, just sort of looking at stuff but listening.
Surrounding, you know,
Like-
the edges of the room, there's bookshelves, there's knickknacks, you know, there's some swords hung on the wall, there's a couple, you know, let's
Yeah, just-
say,
Just
like,
like
you know-
I've never been in such like a fancy place, even if it's run down. I'm just like inspecting everything. Like, oh,
he kind of takes a double glance at you, you know, as he lifted his head and looked at you all and greeted you. He kind of looks at Twinville twice, and he's like, "Hi, okay."
Yeah, we still don't know about cat person.
That's my house cat.
Don't mind the cat.
He kind of looks at you, and he's like,
yeah, meow and all that.
he's like, "A strange house you're from."
Hmm.
I like this ongoing joke that you're just gonna try to persuade everyone that he's a fucking house cat.
It's my emotional support cat.
Okay, he's like, I perhaps.
And
I
then
could
I'm
use-
gonna always argue with him back. No, he's cat person.
He's like, perhaps I could use one myself. I don't know how much Balther explained, but I would like to employ you all. It'd be a short term. He kind of looks down, puts his hand in his head. He's like, hopefully it's nothing. I mean, it's hopefully it's nothing. But he kind of looks again, you know, at Twinville, and he's like, you're not from around here, are you? I assume not. I can't imagine Balther would have selected anyone from the town to help me. I mean, I didn't.
Genuine question: have you seen anyone like me around here?
He kind of looks back, a
Good
little bit
point.
shooken when you're talking. You're like,
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone like you anywhere. No offense.
Yeah.
You see, he kind of leans forward. He goes, no offense, none, no ill will intended.
All taken. All taken.
You kind of see him like kind of visibly feel
I'm, like,
bad.
Jokingly
I, like-
obvious. I'm obviously joking.
Like even at the joke, you kind of get the feeling like he's like, okay. He looks at you guys as a group. I don't know. Did he offer you anything in particular?
100 coin.
Yeah, coin. He
100
didn't
coins.
say how much. Is that what he said?
Is there
No, but that's a lot.
a rapier on the wall or anything like that? 'Cause you said there were weapons. Is there a
There-
rapier?
Yeah, there's probably I would say like a Scooby Doo suit of armor. In like a
I
dueling-
love that description.
has
Ruh-roh.
like a rapier like clutched to its chest like a salute pattern, you know, in the background again behind him, with like a shield that bears his crest. If you guys are asking me what the crest
Does
is,
the rapier look
like,
functional or is it just decorative?
it looks functional. It looks well crafted.
Can I take this?
He
Like, just as like initial insurance, and then they can work out payment later.
he kind of looks at it and he goes, sure, it's mine from my younger years. I mean, I used to fence. I did quite a bit, you know. He kind of motions around the room to like, you know, a few different weapons and the mounted, you know, game on the wall, and it's like I've done a few, you know, activities out and about. I wasn't bad at it. It's well constructed. He kind of walks over and he lifts it from the knight's hand, and as he swipes it back and forth and like, you know, kind of plays with it in his hand a little bit, you can tell he knows how to use it. It's not even that he was formally trained, it's that he just understands the weighting of it very well and the presence of the blade, and he kind of flips it around and hands the hilt to you. And he says, sure, if that's what you're wanting.
Yeah, it's good to have a backup weapon.
Okay. And he kind of walks back to his seat slowly and doesn't even like, he just slowly crouches down and just collapses back into the chair. He kind of looks at you all. He goes, did he pay you anything already? Because if Balthar did, I need to pay him back for it. I'm not going to allow him to pay you for my debts. He goes, just be honest with me. He goes, did he give you anything already?
No.
No.
He looks at you all and he says, "Okay, I'll trust you on that. Thank you very much." You said 100 gold. He says, "Done."
I meant
100 gold each.
each.
Deal.
Deal. Okay. That was easy.
He says,
So I heard your wife was missing. Is that what the case is? Do you know any details about it?
he kind of, his head in his hands again is like, not missing. You're not from around here. Perhaps you've heard the change in command to the east out in Moldavia.
Yeah, we heard something about that.
Count Libram has replaced his father, and in doing such, decided to throw a masquerade of sorts, a party to really welcome himself in. You see a kind of a visible disgust on his face. He's like, while his town dies around him. But we received an invite, and he kind of, like, there's, a sealed letter or an unsealed letter with a, the wax stamp and everything out in front of him. He's like, there's like a 1,000-yard stare. I couldn't bring myself to go right now. I couldn't see people right now. And he kind of like rubs his chin, his red beard kind of, scruffles around his hand as he scratches it. I just couldn't do it, but my wife, Eleanor just couldn't refuse. She wanted to get out, and I understand. So she went. And it's been 2 days. It's a day's journey out, and a day and a half at worst, but
So she just left, and you have no idea where she went.
no, she went to the Moldavia Manor
Okay.
to the masquerade, and she hasn't returned. There's not been word. I usually, I know it's short notice. I mean, it's a day out, a day and a half. It's only been 2 days since the.
How dangerous do you think this is going to be?
Well, I mean, as dangerous as generally traversing the woods would be. I mean, there's all manner of beasts in all darkness, but
Goblins confirmed.
the world we live in, He kind of motions to like some of the game, and you can tell one of them's like a bear head, and he's like from natural to unnatural.
Can I do like a perception check to see if I think he's hiding something from us? Because it's kind of odd that it's a 2-day journey. She's been gone 2 days. It's a 1-day journey. And he's already worried, and he's looking for people to go find her. To me, that's weird. Am I right?
Yeah, you can give an insight check.
Insight.
With 16, you get a genuine concern of he's definitely not hiding any concern for his wife. It's all upfront and true. You get a feeling that Moldavia itself is met with an air of caution. As a DM, top-down perspective, you feel he's more concerned with the area and an occurrence than he is misleading anything.
Well, I'm gonna ask him what's so scary about Moldavia.
He kind of, scratches, puts his hand on his back and kind of scratches the back of his head, and he's like, I'm sure you've probably heard the same rumors everyone has. People disappearing from the town.
Nope.
he kind of looked at us. You did say you're not from around here. People have been missing. The town itself is pretty much dead. The mine's been closed for a while. People talk of ghosts. I mean, they said the same of Fortuno. That he was a madman. His manor was haunted. All these stories, just bad omens have always surrounded the area. But he kind of, nervously touches his brow and he's like, I normally wouldn't be too concerned. The journey's not that long and she's not been missing or, she's not been gone really long enough for me to be too concerned. But I had a dream last night and it was a terrible, terrible dream. And I saw the manor and I heard her and I'm just, after he kind of stops, he goes, I can't lose her too.
Two? Who else have you lost?
Daughter.
He kind of looks at you like with a very like quick and commanding like presence of a gaze and he goes, how do you know that?
It was the way you said it.
He looks at Ozam, he goes, no, you. And you feel a very foreboding presence. He goes, how do you know of my daughter?
I don't want to rat the fucking dude out. Shit.
Whoops.
I'm gonna roll deception. Tell him that I just heard at the local tavern.
He kind of puts his hands back in his head and he's like, the town does love to talk, I'm sure.
Good save.
I'm sure it's no point in hiding it, but yes, I lost my daughter, Alicia. I couldn't face people again. I can't look at the townspeople right now. I understand my position. I'm here for them. I'll do everything they need, but I'm not just a baron. I'm not just some position. I'm a person. I lost my family.
You've seen better days.
Plenty of them better than this. And he kind of sinks back into his chair.
Well, I say we have a little powwow. Let's all meet together. And what do you guys think? Should we go? What are we doing? I think we were already going to Moldovia, weren't we?
Yeah. We need to go east anyway. Or I do. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going east, and that's east. So, but I think before we leave, we should ask him if there's anywhere we can like stock up on provisions or something.
He kind of, he's
Because we
not
like
too far
we
from
have
you.
some gold. Like maybe we could find something. Ask him if he knows somewhere that sells some medicine or armor or anything.
That would be really nice. A healing potion.
Yeah,
Because if our
that's what-
healer goes down,
exactly.
we're kind of fucked.
Exactly.
Hey, just metagaming. I have fucking healing spells now because of that level.
Oh, cool.
He's not sitting too far from you, and he goes, I'm sorry, I overheard. If you need a place to stay or just to gather your thoughts and some provisions, Galwin could probably help you. She owns the local bar. She dabbles in alchemy. She makes, she made the tinctures and cures. Made Alicia's medicine. I'll send Paul to let her know, and she can provide you with some basic services.
We'd really appreciate that. Because if we're going to be risking our neck, at least we're getting paid. But we need stuff to go with.
You watch as he kind of takes a hold on. I don't want to get the statement wrong. you watch as he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a copper wire, and he just whispers towards it, and you can clearly hear he's just discussing, like, under his breath, contacting Galwin and advising her, and getting a place for you guys to at least rest and gather your thoughts, as well as if she just advising that you're heading over there. And you hear outside the door as Arthur kind of says, okay, and you hear him descend the stairs. He says, it's done, and he puts it back in his pocket. But for the 100 gold, he says, it'll be paid upon delivery of her to me. You understand, I hope.
Am I that much of a dick? I'm about to make a joke, but I'm gonna roll a d10 to see if I actually do it. If I roll higher than 5. Don't worry, I won't make the joke. It was a really shitty joke, and it would have been me.
So we're gonna be traveling to Moldavia, basically for to search for his. I'm gonna try to get some sort of like because it is two separate rulers. I'm gonna try to get something to say that we're like ambassadors from his kingdom, to see if maybe if we get there, if it makes our life any easier to have like his blessing, that we're there on his behalf. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Do we have a name and a description? If we did, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
we
missed it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a large painting there of him, his daughter, and his wife, and he says, "Oh yes, 1 second," and he kind of stands and he walks to the back of the room and opens a door, which you can see that like the corner of a bed through it, and
You pull out your smartphone, take a picture of that picture.
he comes back in and he has a small photo of her, and he hands it to you. And he says, "This is Eleanor." He says, as far as being there in my presence, he goes, the best I can do is he reaches and takes the envelope and pulls out the invitation that was specifically for him.
Got it.
And he kind of writes down on the back of it that he's sending you, and he hands it to you, and he goes, the count is technically under me. He goes, this area overall is my rule. But it's his city-state in a way, I guess, is a good way to put it. You shouldn't run into any trouble, hopefully. I mean, Fortuno was an odd man, but I can't imagine that his son's that much different.
Metagame. I'm picturing this dude the way he looks, like the Red Baron from goddamn Witcher 3. Is that pretty accurate?
Holy shit, I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
I think that's exactly how I'm picturing him.
Wow. I could see that.
My mind was just on the Witcher 3 mission.
Kind
Yeah,
of. Not nearly as, like,
Bad?
heavy, but the same type of presence.
Got it.
And he hands you the invitation with, an explanation on the back that you're there to, retrieve Eleanor. It has, his seal on it. Has everything there. It's very much an official statement. And he hands it to you and he goes, if you should run into any trouble, I can't imagine this wouldn't clear it up. If he, if anything else happens, he can contact me directly.
You get your cell number?
Yes, it's 69420. Nice.
Nice. Got it.
Well, I mean, I don't think we need much else. But I don't think we'll be setting off right now. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna go pick up that stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Then
yeah.
maybe just sort of poke our nose into town. Then
As you guys are discussing leaving, he's like, "Oh, yes, yes." And he kind of takes the piece of parchment and just writes down some general directions. He's like, "You go down here and you'll turn left. You'll see it. The building has a sign out front for an inn and bar. It's called the Wilted Root. You'll find it. Really, you could just listen. Most people know where it is. It's pretty much the only inn in town. There's other bars, but it's pretty well known. You can find her there. Balther has went on ahead. Things should be in order by the time you arrive. Thank you again.
I just kind of nod at him. I was sitting. I'm gonna get up and kind of brush myself off and be like, "Let's go."
As I walk out, I'm like, let's go find this dude's dead wife. And then I don't do that. I'm joking.
I look at him. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Do you think
listen.
she's actually dead?"
when he
You're
said
the
that we had
doctor.
to, when he said we had to bring her back, I was gonna be like, dead or alive, right?
Oh my
I was like, no,
God.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not that much of a dick.
I mean, in all honesty, you probably would have said yes.
Wait, so we can kill her. Let's go, boys.
That's a metagame knowledge right there.
So yeah, let's go pick up that stuff.
Yeah. I think anyone other than our healer should be holding the potion. Because they're the
I
only
feel
person
like
who
I
can't get up.
should because I'm usually in the front. But that's just me. I mean, we can. Like, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think give it to the guy that's going to be hit the most.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, I'm definitely going to be in the front.
It's fine with me.
But yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be like worse than a regular healing potion. But we'll see.
We got to go meet the person, right? Wasn't it a woman?
Yeah. His alchemist or
Yeah.
something like that.
So let's go see the alchemist, Steven.
So you guys, follow the directions. It's pretty simple. The town's not huge, but you can judge from the outside a building built for commerce and one built for, homestead. You come across around the bend and you find on a corner a sign hanging out front, a little advertisement of, places to stay and drink, as well as a apothecary at the bottom with a sign out front of a stump actually that says Wilted Root. And as you approach it, you see that Balther is, walking away from the building back towards the manor. He sees you and he bows. He says, "Thank you, thank you." Just down there, and he points, and he gives you guys directions to it. It's within eyesight, but he's very
Obsessive.
kind of very.
Did you say there was a
precise.
cauldron?
No, there's
Oh.
a stump with
A
the
stump.
uh,
Sorry.
the sign is in the shape of a stump that says Wilted Root. Apothecary is the word I used.
Yeah.
There is likely a cauldron inside the apothecary.
I don't know why I had that like fixated on that. for
just
some
a
reason.
just a metagame knowledge on top of like that. There is likely one inside the apothecary. And by likely, I decide whether there is or not, and there is.
What a power trip.
Actually, hold on. I gotta. You're right.
What a
That's
power trip.
That's a power trip. Hold on. There is no cauldron.
Damn, no cauldron.
I rolled a 1. There is no cauldron.
I told you it's gonna be a really shitty potion. It's gonna be like heals 1d1.
what was the person's name again?
Her name was Galwin.
Greetings, Galwin. Right, that's your name.
She's kind of, you know, as you are you entering the apothecary, the bar, or the inn?
Oh.
The bar and inn are all one portion, and the apothecary door is to the
I'm going
side.
to the apothecary. I want that. I want that potion.
As you grab the handle and turn it, it is locked.
Oh damn. I'm gonna go into the bar and ask someone if they know how to get to the apothecary.
As you enter, you notice, you know, it's a generally small but bustling place. A woman behind the bar is passing out drinks as well as writing down names and handing keys to people as they go upstairs. When you enter, she goes, welcome to the Wilted Root. 1 second, and she's, you know, handing out drinks and stuff, and then she walks over to the side of the bar where you guys, you know, that faces the door. What can I get you? As soon
I
as
look at my pocket and I'm like, oh shit, I got money.
as soon as you entered, you see she goes, oh, it's you. Okay, hold on, one second.
Ah, yes. You already knows what I want.
She kind of, you know, lifts up the bar, you know, dries her hands on her like apron, walks over and she reaches out her hand and she says, Galwin Stanhild, you're the ones Bartha mentioned, right? And she kind of looks at Twinville. She goes,
Meow.
I couldn't mistake him. No offense.
No. Before you get into the potion thing, can we get a drink?
Potion thing. Yeah. 1 second. She walks back over and lifts up the thing and she goes,
Hey.
what do you guys want? We have, you know, it's not a huge assortment, but we have, you know, ales. We have some general, just, you know, juice and fruit based drinks. We have just water.
I want the strongest but cheapest thing you have.
No, we got money, baby.
First round's on me, guys.
Yeah, but I'm
Whatever
not.
y'all
I'm
want.
not.
I got everybody.
Are you
Wow.
sure, Jose?
I need whiskey.
Yep, I got you, boys. It's all about party.
She says, okay, and she kind of, you know, she walks back and she motions for you guys to come, and she opens a door that is behind the bar, leading into another area.
VIP room, baby.
And she says,
bottles popping.
if you don't mind waiting in here.
Okay.
She, you know, as you're walking towards it, she's laying down a tray and getting glasses and pouring. As you enter the other room, I'm assuming you guys are entering.
Yeah. So are we sitting or no? Or we're just...
As you enter the other room, there's a table there. There's a cooked iron stove with some random pots and pans that are boiling tinctures because she doesn't have a fucking cauldron. You see across the room the door that and a counter, and beyond the counter a door that would lead to assumably the outside of the apothecary. There's a, you know, it's lit with low candlelight. She shuts the door and she says, "Just 1 second," and I will be right back. 1 second. You guys
Same,
can
actually. I'm gonna hit the restroom personally.
You can discuss among yourself anything you want. I'll be back.
One whiskey.
Bitch ain't got no cauldron.
I'm sorry, by the way, guys. I'm so tired and dead right now. I've been up since like 3:30 a.m. So dead. I'm so dead right now. I think that energy drink I drink had the opposite effect.
I challenge any of you to drink my character under the table.
What? You know you're gonna lose, cat person.
Oh, that's what you think.
If we just get really trash right here and just
That's the
spend
plan.
the rest of the game
That's my
session
plan anyway.
trash.
It usually speeds up time because it means that you go to the next day and you're like, oh shit, we're on a time crunch.
His wife or something?
By the way, a repair costs 25 gold pieces, so I totally just like yoinked that.
Oh, so we can just leave now. We're already out ahead.
Profit. Profit, baby, profit. Just gonna go to every town and yoink the rapiers off every wall. So, Funville's rapier services. Oh my god, that's
it.
stiff.
Drink time.
Shit, drink time.
You want to do Constitution saving throws?
Oh, you're good. and I'm out.
Second drink, pretty lethal.
No, I'm dead. I think I died. I rolled a 1. I don't really see me recovering from this.
It went down into your lungs and you were coughing up a storm.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Oh damn, Grace has got the same Constitution saves as me. It's impressive. They might actually beat me.
Oh man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, I'm technically kind of carrying more than my carrying capacity now that I've got this rapier. Can somebody hold my rope? Only weighs 10 pounds.
It weighs 10 pounds?
Yeah, hempen rope weighs 10 pounds. This shit's heavy. I don't want to carry my rope anymore.
The rope.
If anybody wants to add hempen rope to their inventory, I'm getting rid of it from now.
I have a backpack full of shit.
What's the calculation for carry weight again?
It's your
Something like
strength score times by 10 or something. Let me double check. I just know that mine's 40. It might be
that's
7.5.
really low.
Yeah.
No, it's your strength, not your strength like modifier.
Hmm.
Is your strength score multiplied by 15?
But I'm a small creature, so it's halved.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, let's go ahead and.
How much do you think you could carry if I gave you a cup of this Pootie Pie G Fuel I'm making?
Yeah.
A big cup of Kuzu Slash.
Yeah, I can carry 42.
Ah, you could carry 42,000 probably if I get 42 million. Some would say if I gave you a cup of this.
Yeah, I can carry 42 pounds. I was at 43. So I was like, fuck this rope. I don't want this rope anymore.
Yeah, because you want the Kuzu Slash. It's the only way you can say the name, by the way.
Oh, we had a drink off, and on the second drink, Ozan rolled an at one.
Yeah. I can't delete it from the chat, or I would. It wouldn't just slide. But
Okay,
I've definitely fallen.
So Ozam is fucking out, actually. Like, just like unconscious, like, by some miracle, still sitting upright, like eyes just closed. Out. As the door creaks back open. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I'm still shaking my G Fuel.
Shake, shake.
While I'm shaking my G Fuel, I'll give that song a whirl. I meant to put it on when you guys exited the banner, but it is what it is.
Ruined. Campaign ruined.
It's ruined. As people in Louisa say, you worked it.
Oh,
ruined.
God. Oh,
You done spoiled it,
God.
son. You spoiled it.
It's spoilt, son.
Wait, are you from Louisa?
Me?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is? Oh, wait,
No.
I guess I didn't introduce him as anything but Ozam. That's Morgan Pack.
Hey.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm just in California right now for the time being.
I had no idea you were from Louisa.
Yeah. From Big L Town, son.
I don't know. I just didn't even.
Okay, I've drank my
I don't know.
Kuzu Slash. But,
I think I sent you a friend request the other day and you ignored it.
get
I
ready.
did?
Oh,
Very
man.
upset at you for that.
Oh, my God.
Get actually wrecked. But, sorry. Gelwyn, returns. Door creaks open. She visibly notices that Ozam's just unconscious.
It's been like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, she's been out of the room for a while, as long as it took me to go get a drink. She comes back, clearly drying her hands on her apron. Sorry. Yes, about the sent word.
And Ozam's still on the floor, right?
Oh,
I
was
would
he on?
say,
Was
well,
he on the
speaking-
floor or?
speaking as Ozam, I would say I'm on the floor. You're rolling
Okay.
that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just assumed you were just out, like sitting there
Just
unconscious.
out.
She kinda-
Derek's carrying me out of this bitch.
So
She
he kind of took that whiskey that was just sort of there, and I think he just finished it off. And I don't think his body caught up.
You did say you wanted the strongest. That's Drake's breath.
Oh, I didn't even take my drink. I'm the one that wanted the drink, or you wanted the drink, but I said the strongest and cheapest. So here you go.
He kind of looks at all the whole group. She's like, oh, well, I give you all the same. 15. You're probably good. I'd give it.
I'm good. I'm stout, baby. I literally say that.
She walks over and she grabs the boiling pots and pans and kind of shifts them, kind of like a wok, like shifting the insides. Grabs a spoon, stirs it, adds a few pinches of powder. She looks back at you. I'm supposed to. Room and board has already been taken care of. On the count. Your rooms are upstairs if you need them. If you want to rest tonight, it's free. You're welcome. as far as supplies, depending on what you need, I can offer you. They're not the best, but I only have a few. Tinctures that could heal and cleanse. If you need armor, I can get you in touch with Norman. He can make pretty much anything. He handles the town's guard.
I don't need armor, but do you got any weapons?
He would also have access to those. To my knowledge, she kind of looks at your maul and she's like, he's good, but yours looks equal to anything he'd have from my knowledge. He's no mage or anything. He's just a blacksmith.
No masterwork.
Yeah, I mean,
or anything like that.
Yeah.
no, I mean he just supplies the town's guard, local farmers. He makes everything from, a maul to a rake. But if you need like additional supplies or anything, I can get you in touch with him if you need.
We definitely need the potions that the Baron mentioned.
Okay, she goes, 1 second, and she kind of, reaches around underneath her cabinet and rummages, and she goes, where are they? And she kind of pulls out of the bottom cabinet, like she was, arms deep in it. And she's like, nope, and she's up top, rummaging around. She goes, general health, and she kind of points around. She goes, oh, I know, and she opens the fridge, and inside the fridge, and by fridge I mean, she has a coal
Holy
box.
shit, she's got a fucking fridge.
She has a fridge, but not a cauldron.
A coal box, something just generally dug into the
Like
the
an
earth.
ice rune or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah. And she's like, here, and she pulls out 2 potions, and she says, these are the ones I've been contracted to give you. And she goes, they're not the greatest, but they'll help. If you're looking to buy anything, I've made one. And she kind of smiles, like you can tell she's visibly excited about how in-depth, how successful one of her runs was. She goes, I've practiced a bit, and it's if I do say so myself, the best I've ever done. I can sell it to you.
How like volatile is this, would you say?
She kind of looks pretty unique. It has a certain property to it. I was messing with a little
Can I?
wind read, if you know it. She kind of looks at you and she goes, I get the air that you have a bit of magic knowledge. She goes, I mean, look at you, no offense.
Let's find out.
Can I? No. I want to ask her if she's actually tried it on anyone yet. Like, has anyone actually used it?
As a person of knowledge in this kind of area, like she probably knows it's her best work because of the
Like,
magical
I know it's her
response she
best
got
work.
while she was making it, and I could probably have a look over it myself. I don't know too much about potions, but I know magic.
If you want to give an Arcana check on wind read, or there's not an alchemy check, is there?
Yeah, it'd be like survival potentially.
Yeah. Okay. Just to know of the plant, you know that even back in your time, it was used generally as a and this is kind of an odd statement. It was a leisure item that creates when combined with water, it would be used to make sparkling water. It really aerates it and can almost, in large quantities, turn something into a gas. And she says, I've not tested it on anyone, but I guess technically myself. You see, I'm not the most. Kind of looks around. She goes, I'm clumsy. I'll just say it. I cut my hand the day I was making it, right? And I had this thought. I mean, no one's ever talked to me about it. I mean, I'm just dumb old Gelwin from Renette, but I had this thought, right? We use, you know, the wind reed for adding a little bit of more aeration to the L's. I thought, what if I put a bunch of it in it, you know? You know, just turned to really kind of like a soothing mist type thing. And when I combined it, she goes, well, I guess you could say it exploded. But not dangerously. In fact, when it kind of puffed up, my hand healed. Like, you know, my wound, it was just gone, like all at once. So I bottled up the tincture. It has a bit of pressure put into it, so it's you know, it's a bit of a mixture of the liquid itself before it all expanded out. But she kind of looks at you all and she goes, in theory, you don't have to consume it. It could heal multiple people at once.
So theoretically, like a splash potion of healing.
Yeah. That's good. Splash potion. She
Tell her
she's
I
kind of
actually
she's like, oh yeah, splash potion.
actually want to do 2 checks. I want to persuade her since she hasn't tried it on anyone actually yet. If I can test it, if she'll give it to me for free.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then I'll do survival. I figured to actually test it.
Okay, give me a survival check. She says, I can't give it to you for free, but I can let you confirm that it works. There's just gonna be a bit of a trick to it, okay? She kind of looks around. She goes, she's thumbing through her notes where she just wrote down splash potion, and she's very avidly excited about the marketing concept of splash potion. She's like, I have the formula. I know what I'm doing with it. I guess I could try to make another one, but She goes, okay. She kind of grabs a knife off the counter and she goes, you'll have to wound yourself. No offense. I mean, you know, it's kind of how it works.
I'm used to being hurt. No big deal.
Okay. Roll a 1d4. 2. Are you using strength or dex?
Strength.
Okay. I appreciate that answer because that's a very non-metagame answer. Because that means you take more damage.
Oh.
Okay, so you take 5 damage as you just plunge the knife she handed you into your hand.
Oh shoot.
As you do it, you see her, she kind of goes pale and she's like, sorry, I'm not great with blood. It's kind of I'm a little squeamish. She's kind of like looking at like peripheral vision, keeping you in it, but kind of like looking down, like, oh. Morgan, do you have a bird?
No, I was just outside smoking.
Oh, I was like, I didn't know Morgan had a bird.
No.
I mean, I assume you have a bird. You know, but...
Oh God. Never mind.
I mean, but as you plunge it in, the blood squirts out. You take 5 damage. She hands it to you and she says, "Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a text or a test." And she kind of looks at the group and she goes, "You're gonna have to, because if you open it and it's open for very long, all of it will boil off into a gaseous form." That's, you know,
I want to persuade her one more time and ask her if she can make one by tomorrow because those Zams passed out anyway, so we're gonna have to stay here till tomorrow.
Roll persuasion. She looks and she goes, "Well, you've already stabbed yourself. I could try, but there's no way I can make it by tomorrow. The process is a pretty long one. It's pretty expensive overall. just to make a healing potion in general, and I have to make one of those. And
Well,
then do the
we'll
whole
be
process of
back in
combining
a
it with the
few
wind breathe.
days, anyways, because we'll have to end up coming back. Do you think you could have it done by then?
She kind of, she's like almost working arithmetic in the air. Scratching her head. She's like, I could try. I mean,
I'll take it.
worst case scenario, I can't, and I won't charge you for it. Because, I mean, she looks at,
I mean, we are being your guinea pigs.
she looks
Or
at Twin Bell and
mainly
she goes,
me.
besides, I do have a whole new market of splash potions.
There are better names than that, but if that's what you wanted.
She says, name one then. She has like a pen and paper out. She goes, name another.
Explosion potions.
Ooh.
Well, that's great.
She says, that's. Oh, she goes, maybe if it was like, alchemist fire or something. She writes that down real quick. She goes, beautiful.
Explosions. That's what we're gonna call them. I wake up in a drunken stupor.
like drunken stupor, just mumble explosions, and she's like, "Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. That's fucking fantastic." She looks back at Zarek. She goes, "I could try. The potions themselves, they're generally I would charge 50 gold for such a concoction. It's a lot of components." But considering, you just stabbed your hand to test it, you're helping me out here, you gave me the name, 35 gold, and she kind of holds out her hand for that one. And going forward, it'll be 35 from you guys as a group, if you're buying other ones. The two other ones, the two
Do you
normal
guys
ones,
want to split one?
they're on the house. That's for you guys. Those are
okay.
free. The splash potion. She looks at Twinville again with a grin. The splash potion is the only thing that's 35. I'm not charging you for what the count has ordered for you. He's already paid me for it. It's in the workings. It'll be deposited. Oh, so I keep saying count, but I mean Baron.
There, has she actually used the potion on us yet? Because I asked her to test it on us.
No, in fact, she was going to let you test it to prove it works before you buy if you're going to buy it. If not, you just stabbed your hand.
Yeah. Do you guys want to split it or?
Nope. My bad.
He's
You're
just casting spells while he's drunk.
good to hold it.
She kind of has the ball. So you don't want it? I'll put it back if you don't. It's no big deal. I mean, I won't take offense.
We'll
She goes,
take it.
We'll take it.
"Oh, okay."
If at least
Yeah.
one person will split it with me, I'll take it.
She goes, it's 35. And I'll test it. She goes, for you to prove if you provide the gold up front.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. You want to split it, Roseanne?
Yeah, I'll split it.
Okay. And I'll let you hold that one since you're the doctor.
Got it.
Okay,
So I got flash explosion.
You'll know when to
you
use
have
it best.
the explosion of healing. As she takes it and she quickly puts her hand on the top of it because you can tell it's a sealed, pressured tincture. She takes it and she opens it very quickly, almost just a flash to let a burst of the mist pour out over your hand. Roll a d4 for me.
Me?
Yep.
And we all got one basic potion, right?
There's two.
There's
basic
two.
potions.
Oh, so we didn't all get one? It's just we
No.
got two.
Yeah, it's just
We'll
two.
have to split them up.
I think I wouldn't mind one. That's cool. With you guys.
Yeah, because you are squishy.
Sure.
Yes. Yes, but no.
Well, yes, but actually no.
As the mist pours over just the small, burst of it, you heal for 2 but because it only targeted you,
Mm-hmm.
you also heal for your con modifier. So you heal 2 more. You heal for 4.
Okay.
As the dripping wound in your hand just immediately not cauterizes, but the blood just immediately coagulates. Like you can visibly see it coagulate and then scab over.
I'm
and
kind of
begin-
like watching in amazement.
Yeah, and like the outer edges of it begin to heal into scar tissue as like the center of it is still tender and you still have some pain in the area, but it very quickly healed a portion of the wound. And she says, "Ah, there it is, perfect. I'm the greatest."
I would agree with that.
She kind of just like overjoyed at hearing you say it. She goes, "Yep, that's what they all say," and she just kind of basks in her own glory.
And I wake up and say I want to try, and then I stab my hand.
Oh my god. All right, Drunky, get you to bed.
Does anyone stop him?
I mean,
Can I roll a sleight of hand? Or not? Would it be sleight of hand?
Just a deck save.
Okay, just dex.
to take
I'll
the
try
dagger from
to.
him.
Yeah. Oh!
he
no.
stabs you in the hand.
Oh no.
My hands
no.
are now linked through a knife.
Yeah, they are actually. Roll damage on your dagger hit.
Jesus.
Oh, this is great.
You take all the damage to the shield. It's actually through the same tender, just healed wound
Jesus.
that he plunges the dagger as you catch it between his hand and your hand. He doesn't actually hit his own hand. As
I
you
like
just-
scream. I'm like, fuck.
Galwin kind of looks at you. Oh God. Oh, are you guys okay? And she takes the dagger away from him as she pulls it from your
Fucking
wound.
drunk.
Oh,
She quickly puts a rag around it. She goes, I can't do much. I'm not in the medical field, but it's sterile. It's clean. I mean, as you put it, you definitely you get the sense that there's a cleaning agent on this rag that has been used to wipe down like counters and stuff. It kind of stings, but at least it's preventing infection. And she goes, let's get him to his room at the very least. You guys can all turn in if you want as well. Follow me. And she
I'm like
kinda,
still cringing my fucking hand, like in pain. I'm like, you fucking asshole.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself though because I thought I hit myself.
God damn it.
Jesus, this is drunk.
Good as new.
Oh my
Good,
god.
good as new.
I expect a heal in the morning.
She leads you guys upstairs. There's 2 separate rooms, each with 3 beds, so you can divide into the rooms however you want.
Come on, Catman.
I asked her if she's got any bandages at least for my wound.
Side, I have bandages you can steal.
She says, I don't have any like proper bandages, but I'll get some antiseptic and I'll run it back up.
That'll work.
As she goes down the stairs to get the goods, you guys enter the rooms however you want. You can bunk wherever. There's 3 beds in each room, so you can divide the party into the 3 boys in one room and the girl in the other, or 2 to 2, or 4 in one and one's on the floor. I don't really care.
I think I get a say in where I
I'm
sleep.
going to my own room, but before I do, wherever Ozam is, I'm punching him in the face.
Knock him out.
I would say he's like,
I'm probably belligerent at this point, so yeah.
yeah, you can just roll damage. In all honesty, 1d4 plus strength.
Alrighty. Well deserved.
3 plus 3, so you take 6 damage.
Well
And-
deserved.
Oh
And
my
as it makes
God.
contact, you are out for the night. You are just it is lights out.
I like go stomping back to my room.
What is
she,
night, boys?
Should we leave him on his own? I feel like he shouldn't be on his own for the night.
she's coming back up the stairs as you're having this discussion, and she's like, where is he sleeping? I can help you get him in there. Just the floor. I mean,
Who?
I don't-
Who?
You're in one of the rooms. Ozam is
Oh, yeah.
unconscious. Twinvel's in the hallway, and Grace
was-
is in the hallway.
I was gonna ask Grace, since I'm not really all that tired. We only really got here like a couple hours ago. Just want to do a little like sparring with them if it's cool, like if they feel up to it. Because I want to get better with the rapier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally
She
get
goes,
that.
well, I'm gonna put him in the room with the other mister. I didn't get your name. She goes, I'm so sorry.
We didn't really introduce ourselves. We were too busy worrying about getting drink. It's been a while.
She goes, well, it's good to meet you. She goes, do you mind if I ask your names? You don't have to tell me. She goes,
See?
I may never see you again, to be honest.
The fuck?
Really? Yeah, let's just go with Twinvel. Yeah, let's go with Twinvel. There you go. That's my name.
She kind of looks a little shocked at it, but not too shocked. She goes, it's, I guess for a human it'd be a kind of a strange name, but I've heard lizard folk have very similar naming, nomenclatures. It's good to meet you, Twinvel.
Yeah.
She kind of gives you a little bow, and she looks at Grace, and she goes, I'm sorry, miss, your name?
I am Grace.
Grace. It's lovely, and she reaches out a hand for like a handshake.
I reach out towards her hand for the handshake also.
She shakes your hand and she goes, I introduced myself earlier, but if you need anything, I'm Gelwin. Gelwin Stanhill. I own the building. This is my company, She kind of like a little smugly like, and she's like, start of my own business, no big deal. She goes, points at Ozem on the ground. What's his name?
I think it was Ozan.
Okay, and she kind of like,
Sure, it was Ozan.
she kind of lifts him up. She's like, come on, Ozem. Oh, and she's like taking some antiseptic and wiping his face clean and dabbing up the blood so it congeals and stops pouring. Tilts his head back a little bit. She opens the door into the room where you're at, Zarek, and she goes, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name earlier. But I'm gonna put Mr. Ozam on the far bed here if that's okay.
Yeah, just keep him away from me.
She
Kind of pissed at him right now.
She goes, rightfully so. I don't think he'll be any bother. He seems pretty out of it. And she kind of, drops him to the bed with she doesn't have the strength to lower him down gently, so it's kind of a thud to the bed. She walks over to you and she goes, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't get your name earlier. Grace.
Oh, it's Zarek. Sorry about that. We kind of rushed introducing ourselves. We just wanted that potion, really, to be honest with you.
Because I get it. It's no problem. She hands you some bandages, some rags and some antiseptic, and she goes, it's the best I can offer right now, but you can clean your wound up. And she just lays them on the table beside you, and she goes, if you guys need anything, I'll be downstairs, and she just shuts the door on her way out.
I yell thank you as she's leaving.
As she shuts it, she goes, no problem. She enters back into the hall where Twinvel and Grace are. She opens the door and she goes, you guys are welcome to this room or that room if anyone's staying in it. If you need anything, just holler. I'll be downstairs.
We'll probably be in it later.
Okay. And she just continues down the stairs and goes back to, serving bar, handling patrons, the general work.
So, after you, Grace.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, my mic's muted. Oh, okay.
I've not really done much sparring, so you're gonna have to tell me what kind of rules and stuff you have. Like, you clearly have a bit of training.
It has been quite a while since I've done anything like this.
Assuming we're not actually gonna be attacking each other with weapons, I look around for like a couple of sticks or something.
Of course. Should we roll for investigation to look for like sticks?
Yeah, it's up to Hyrule.
Hyrule?
If we can find something like that.
I mean, you would be hard pressed to find anything specifically here. Bit of metagame knowledge. Galwin did mention a blacksmith that would definitely have training blanks.
Oh shit, yeah. You're right.
Should definitely.
You might
check
have
that
something
out.
like that we could borrow.
If you wanted to contact him, she could either put you in touch with you or have them delivered.
We'll just get them delivered. We'll just
Uber
relax.
swords. Let's
you
go.
can, like, You can show me some forms and stuff while we wait on them. Like I'll just sort of watch you do a couple of attacks and then try to mimic. I was very impressed with the metagamey crits that you were getting.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Let's get some Uber swords in here. Okay. And then
I assume if you guys are going to continue, one of you, advises Galwin that you would like, to place, small order for them. It's 5 gold, unless you're going to borrow them, in which she's willing to put in a word.
I'll pay the 5 gold. I wanna be able to train with it in the future.
Okay. She's like, it'll be no problem. I'll send one of the girls out to go fetch them. It's not far. It should be, maybe within the hour for sure. And she says, would you like me to bring up a drink or anything while you wait? She looks at you guys, the fact that you're going to be training. She goes, it can be water if you want.
I was gonna say we probably shouldn't have.
I was about to say I'll
what? She's water, juice, lemon in the water, anything like that. Just let me know.
I'll take a water.
Whatever is easy.
It's okay. I'll be right back. And you hear her stomp down the stairs. Not stomp, but descend down the stairs. A few moments later, she returns with a pitcher of water, a sliced lemon, and 2 glasses, and just sets it on the stand in the room. It should be any moment. Just let me know.
I guess during that time I would have also been showing like the forms I learned.
Give me a couple of repair swings.
Roll a
Let's
few
swing
attack
him.
rolls.
Oh boy.
Very nice.
Very poor.
You're like, all right, this is how you do it. This is how you don't do it.
Yeah. Oh man. The booze are getting to me.
Yeah.
From a
Definitely drink a water.
From a very narrative standpoint, observing her, you can tell that Grace is very comfortable in the base knowledge of the use of a rapier and form. She excels at the beginning stances. She suffers from a martial standpoint on the execution of her hits. It could largely be due to there is no target and it's just on the air, so it's kind of hard to really fathom the applicability of the strikes
Or the force of it.
Yeah, you can tell she's kind of lost in the sense of transferring the knowledge that she clearly has into the abstract air that she's dueling.
She a bad bitch.
Yeah, you know she has skill to back up her statements, but it's almost impossible for you to perceive the strikes as applicable. Yeah, like there is no leeway either way because there's nothing there.
There is form and function, whereas I'm literally self-taught, so it'll be more like this.
Just nat 20s. Just perfects it.
I was expecting like a perfect.
But as you're training, the door opens. Ooh. The door opens and Galwin is there. She has the 2 blanks. She says, "Oh, sorry to interrupt. These just arrived," and she just lays them on the table and says, "If you need anything, I'll downstairs." And just closes the door. And you hear her descend.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm seeing what I'm doing wrong. I definitely don't have any kind of, I don't know, what's the word? Like fluid technique. It's all just sort of random. But go ahead and I guess since we got the training weapons out, we can actually strike at each other.
Yes.
Because I've never actually fought someone with a rapier, so maybe knowing how I would dodge might help me figure out how to attack. But go ahead.
What was that? Wait, what?
Go ahead and attack me with the
Oh, okay.
training one. Don't worry, I'm
Of course.
I take
The
it.
training one.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 1 damage.
Yeah,
It's just a flat 1, like minimum. Like on actual contact, it just does 1 damage. You're still getting hit with a piece of metal.
Okay, that was a little fast. I don't know if I was ready.
Oh.
Go ahead again. I'm ready now,
sorry.
for real. It's a miss.
Yes.
As you lunge out, Twinbell is very almost adaptable to the speed of the first strike, and very not clumsily. Sorry, but not in a martial pose or anything. Deflects the strike pretty cleanly.
Oh. Nice job.
Alright, one more.
One more.
That's 2 out of 3.
Oh god.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
Damn.
Seeing the first block, you feel that you can step up your game, and you quickly repose back with an even faster lunge, thinking as you're doing it, like, oh, I might have overstepped it, because there was a bit of frustration that you got blocked by someone that just told you they've never handled a blade, like to the extent that you have it. You in a knee-jerk reaction, kind of lunged very quickly to retaliate, and as you're confident the blade is about to make contact, and you're starting to feel bad for it, you notice an ethereal, shining form just your blade nails against almost a force field that's been formed between you, that shimmers and does not make contact. And behind it, you see the smallest cat grin curl on the side of his lip.
Yeah, it's kind of a force to have it. Yeah, well, I think you got me there. Let's call it a tie.
Let's call it a tie.
What a guy. What a
I'll be right back. Sorry.
that's no problem. What a humble cat.
Assuming we train for like quite some time, or whatever, a couple hours or so before we go to bed, unless you wanted to add more to it.
I was just gonna say, I assume we trained a little bit longer.
You guys,
Drink some water,
you spend some
sober up.
time reviewing, basic forms and reaction times. You're showing the extent of how, like, it's less of force with a rapier and more of precision and grace. Ironically, it's about an like a lot of people overcompensate on the wrist portion with their shoulder, and you're very much like Twin Bell's arm extended, like lining up for a straight, like a golf swing type, like, oh, you hold it like this adjustment type thing for a few hours. You guys review it. You discuss, different experiences with blades that you've had, and you find yourself, preparing for bed, drinking some water. It's poisoned. You die.
That's what you think.
But no, you all train for a while. You find yourself winding down, and assume sleeping for the night.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
I gained proficiency in rapiers, and I don't want to just like magically suddenly be good with them, so I have to do that for my own sake.
No, that's completely fine. Ozem, give me a just roll a d20 for me real quick.
I don't want this.
I'm back.
Yeah.
The entire time you guys hear a very loud snoring through the wall.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, lightweight.
Woo.
Are we taking like a long rest or?
Yes, this is a long rest. You are all,
Yeah.
So
fully
we'll be
healed.
healed up.
Yep. All spell slots and things restored. You guys
I mean, who would
awaken.
use a spell slot?
Yeah, I don't know who would do that to heal themselves and they take no damage and then can take 6 damage afterwards.
Who the fuck would do that?
That would be wild.
Wow. I play in character.
Listen, it's fine. You all, awaken not early morning, but mid morning. The tavern's not as busy as it was, but there's still people there. Some eating, some eggs and bacon. Some just, off their night shift, taking a drink or two before they, a little nightcap, even though it's morning.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit a Constitution saving throw. Wait, what the fuck? Hang on, never mind.
I would say with advantage, just because the specific experience with you were able to keep down.
I feel good.
You don't spill the groceries.
I'm all good, guys. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? What a night, eh?
Yeah, how does your face feel?
Feels fucking great. That was a long rest meta game. What happened to your hand, bro? You got like a scar.
Don't worry about it.
If you need any healing, let me know, dude. I'm here.
Meta game, I'm full health. But just try to keep your alcohol intake a little in control next time.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Always.
the volume. I think it was the speed. See how quick he downed that bottle?
Yeah.
You want to see speed, bitch?
There's an empty stomach.
I mean, I could have easily downed all of that and be a-okay.
That's it. Drinking contest.
No, we can't do that. We got a job to do
After the job.
Afterwards.
afterwards.
All right, so I say we head out towards Moldovia.
Yeah, we got everything we need, right?
Head to the east. We got some potions. Have we got food? I've got food for me. Do you guys have food?
I have food. I have
Some rations,
Got
yes.
some rations.
yeah, rations, 10.
Making sure, because I'm not sharing. I've only got enough for 2 days left.
Yeah, can I stop and grab some rations from the fucking innkeep?
Who are we splitting the potions to?
I took one of them.
Okay. Oh yeah, Ozam.
I'll say you guys divided them. You have one, Twin Belt has one, and Ozem had the
Yeah.
splash potion.
Okay, that's right. How much does that heal for, or does he have to roll?
They're D4s.
Okay.
The potions you have will the two you guys have. We'll see what happens when you take them.
Okay.
In my notes it says potion of some healing ?
Perhaps.
That sounds about right.
Metagame wise, perhaps. We will is
Potion
up to
of-
fate.
Healing, upward inflection. Healing. How much is some rations? How much would I be spending on rations, Steven?
Are you talking to Gelwin?
Yeah.
She says, yeah, I have some, non-perishable, that it'll last a bit. One second. Let me go in the storeroom. And she comes back, and it's basically some, dried rice and some, preserves, things of that nature, things that will keep you going. They're not a great meal by any means, but they'll keep you going. It's the means of making a meal that would carry well.
How much for all of them?
I can't sell you all of them. I can sell you a day or two worth.
I will do 2 days worth of rations. For how much?
3 gold. I mean, that's
Works for me. All right, now I have food.
also side note. I'm just winging it on gold prices. I understand that most commoners exist off of 1 gold a month. Just don't worry about it. Don't call me on the economic status of this world because I'm fucking making it up.
Rations are filled with preservatives and other shit that is hard to do in those times.
Yeah. She's a one of a kind magic worker out here. If you were to ask her, she would definitely tell you she's the best. But she provides you with the food and the means for about 4 meals. Let's say 4 to 5 full meals. 2 days, assuming you eat 2 meals a day. Lunch and dinner, breakfast and dinner, something like that. She provides you with just she steps out with you guys out into the sun, and she points to the east, and she goes, if you just follow this road out, you'll hit the east gate. It goes to the bridge that goes across the river. You'll have no problem. At the end of the river, you'll see the signpost towards Moldavia. It'll be about a day and a half, depending on your walks. Just be careful. If you ever pass back through, or if you run into anyone out there, tell them wilted root. Best has been. And she looks at Zarek and she goes, "That's it. It's gonna be great. It's the best I've done. Couldn't possibly fail."
Will do.
Son of a bitch. All right, head out. Yeehaw. Saddle up, boys.
Saddle up. You got a horse?
No. It's an expression. Come on now.
I haven't heard of it.
Because you're a cat.
Pretty in character that you would.
So, when we leave, is when we leave, to head towards, I forget the name. Is there a forest or anything like that in between, or is it just a straight path?
It's a windy road. It's not deep through the forest for the most part. It's kind of the outer ridge. The sea is to your guys to one side with some sheer cliffs. You're heading at an incline upwards as the cliffs get taller and taller. The wooded area around you is less of a deep wood and more of a small thicket at portions. It's clear that they've skirted around the woods. In fact, you feel that you go out of your way quite a few times to go around the wooded area, only to find yourself, heading back inland where they could have easily cut through the woods. General world knowledge would tell you that this is to avoid, concepts of danger for travelers, because even small thickets can have very terrible things in the land of Keflos. It's nothing, out of the ordinary, but the trees in the area are, a mixture of evergreens and seasonals. Most have very few leaves on the trees. In fact, it seems that the deeper you go, the less the trees have foliage. You guys walk the majority of the day. The sun is, setting in the distance. You can continue to carry on, or you can set camp and continue in the morning.
I'm good to keep going.
Are you guys tired?
I
Pretty
feel
good.
great.
I think we could keep going.
Okay. Let me roll some stuff here. As you guys continue through the night, it's pretty quiet. A few times you hear things rustling. You hear some howls, some questionable deep roars, echo, in the distance. It's pretty cold. Not like, not of like a thermal, like needing to
Kind of
put on,
chilly.
to put on layers or anything, but it's a chilly night. Though the breezes have a bit of a bite to them, but you're in no danger of, needing winter clothing or anything by any means. You guys walk a couple more hours. It's getting towards the middle of the night. You're not sure how far it is, but you've come to a fork in the road where one sign points towards one direction and one continues down the coast. The one down the coast is still a legible sign that reads Moldavia Manor, and the other one is a pretty well ruined sign that is illegible. You know that continuing at this state, you can continue forward if you guys wish, but you will take a point of exhaustion to continue, as you have been moving for about 16 hours now at a steady pace. Also, I'm assuming you guys ate breakfast before you left, so you guys also didn't eat dinner.
I'm just gonna suggest we take a break.
I'm cool with the break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see if someone passes by at the fork of the road. I'll suggest
Yeah.
we can wait and see.
Sit down, have a snack, see if we feel up to moving on after.
Okay. One or two people, actually just one person, give me a survival check with advantage, because I'm assuming another person assists.
Not me.
I will.
I don't know jack about this area.
Okay. As you use some, gathered wood and foliage to start a fire, it's decently hard. The wood doesn't want to take. It's very dry, but it doesn't really want to take the flame. But you do get a decent.
Here, listen. I got magic. That fire's starting, whether it wants to or not.
You do get a decent flame lit, and you guys are able to, cook food and have a pretty sizable, not sizable, reasonable meal, considering the status of the world around you. Charlie's mad that he didn't get the meal.
Sorry, my dog was freaking out.
It's no problem. You guys are able to make, your meals and everything, and you're ready to, roll out bedrolls and camp here for the night, or for the remainder of the night. Who is keeping watch for the first half?
I will. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay. The rest of you, you take your time sleeping. Give me a perception check. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
I see all. I have dark vision.
You're also asleep though. You don't have sleep vision.
Nah.
You hear, the creaks and groans of the forest around you. The wind moves the branches as they kind of crackle and bend to its whim. A few leaves blow by. You get the feeling that you're being watched, and you have a bit of a predator sense of the area around you. Is there any action you would want to take?
Shit. I mean, I've already done my perception to look around, so I'm just gonna be. Yeah, I mean, no. I'll just pay attention, be more alert, whatever you need for that.
Okay. With your perception check, you notice that the fire is lower.
Oh,
As it has
okay.
not been tended to recently.
Yeah, I would throw some shit in there. Throw some firewood in there.
Okay. You start, the firewood back. It crackles. Your sense of time isn't the greatest, but you get the feeling that your watch is coming to an end. Who would be taking second watch?
I'll definitely be taking it if it's dark. Like, I want to take it before the sun comes up, because that's where I'm most useful.
Okay. So your watch is coming to an end. You gently wake Twinvel and advise of the changing of the guard. As
Something fucky.
you take your rest, and Twinvel is watching. Give me a perception check.
Let's see
Oh, also,
what
do you advise anything in your changing of the guard?
Yeah, tell him something fucky's going on about all the bushes and feeling watch predator prey.
Yeah, listen. I got some great dark vision. See clear as day. For further than you can imagine right now. I'll spot anything. Thank God.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh shit.
Okay. Give me a second.
Oh. Gonna be Revenge of the Rats.
I just now realized I had the wrong music playing, but I also needed to roll some dice. You definitely have the same feeling of danger in the thickets around you. Your vision gives you enough of a view to know that there is something out there. The fire being stoked earlier, you get the sense that you're not in any immediate danger, but a watchful eye would be helpful. The rest of your watch, carries out pretty similar. There is some minor movement, some figures lurking pretty far out. I'd say about 100 feet out. You get the feeling that there's
range, so I'd probably be able to see it if I actually could see it. If my perception wasn't an 8.
Yeah, I was like, you get the view that there is a movement on the outer reaches of your vision. Usually tree to tree, sometimes lurking and peeking.
Am I able to discern numbers?
It's actually decently hard for you to tell the numbers.
Yeah.
You get the
More
sense
than
that
one is what I'm
there's
hoping
more
for.
than one, 100%.
Okay.
There's more than one, but it's hard to keep track. They move in almost a uniform. That sometimes they actually swap spots with each other, and it's hard to keep track of which ones are where. But they do not approach. The sun is beginning to rise. As it begins to peak the sheer cliffs, and the last sight of them is shortly before that, and their movement was, away from the group.
Yeah.
The sun rises with no delay, and you are all, able to wake up fully rested.
Before I head on to bed, I'll use control flames just to like make sure the fire is not going to go out. Like, and if it's still like kind of dim for the next hour, that light is twice as bright. Just in case something tries to come along, he's got 60 foot of vision in the light instead of just the 30 from the light.
Okay.
But that only lasts for 1 hour.
You don't really have the need to eat, as you kind of snack a little bit as you're, keeping watch. Everyone else is waking up, and you kind of finish off the rest you got previously during the period here. As does Ozam, he doesn't wake up with the others. The rest of you, you're awake. You gather. Assumably, this would be a period of time where you're kind of getting ready to prepare for the journey the rest of the way. Meals are made, minor conversations, anything you guys would like to do at the campsite currently is on the table.
I'm probably just gonna prepare the stuff, the journey. Just make sure everything's in check.
Bedrolls are, lifted, hung on branches to dry from any dew or damp. They are rolled, compacted, and sealed back on your packs. Things are investigated on your straps, make sure nothing was lost. All the general things you would do when picking up a campsite. As the sun is definitely up in the air now, it is early, beyond into early morning, into mid morning. Twinville and Ozam, you were both able to wake up and start doing the same. You're a little bit longer than the others because your watch interfered with your full rest.
Yeah.
And the party is still camped near the fork in the road with the ability to go either way. Or,
And the two signs were indecipherable, broken down sign, and something manor.
the one is the points to the side that follows the cliff side and reads Moldavia Manor, while the illegible sign that follows the other split that goes towards the woods, towards the mountain.
Well, I say we go towards the manor.
Can I do a check to see if I see any footprints to see which path is traveled more?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Got.
Upon investigation, you can see a varying amount of both hoof footprints and I guess they'd just be hoof prints technically. But hoof prints and wagon wheel tracks that head towards Moldavia Manor recently, and the other way is pretty well undisturbed.
I think we should keep going to Moldavia, guys.
I agree.
Shakes head. Yes.
Oh.
Cat person?
I mean, we didn't happen to get. This isn't our final destination, we think, right? But we're not sure if they actually made it there or if they got abducted halfway and maybe they have been taken to this manor.
You have a point.
So it's kind of. I feel like we should go on to Moldavia. and at least find out if they made it there.
And if not, we'll
Or-
come back.
Yeah, this is an option. I do you think pressing on through to Mordavia would be the better choice currently? Because it's our biggest lead. This is just like a random manor to me.
I'm down. Moldavia or bust.
Agreed.
Which way is it? Is it more?
Oh.
Is it past the manor, or is it like
I
maybe it's
see.
what this sign that's broken down says?
It is what? Which direction? Sorry.
The broken down sign.
The broken down
Assuming
sign-
that would lead to Moldavia. Person.
Moldavia or the manor?
Go.
Moldavia. I feel like the broken sign leads there.
Where are you guys trying to go? I'm a little bit confused. Sorry.
Mordavia. We want to go to Moldavia.
The town of Moldavia, also known as Vermilion.
Yes. Sorry. I haven't made my notes yet because I'd like making them after the session. Because I'm too slow if I do it during.
Okay. So you follow the path, with the broken down sign is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. As you follow it, hold on. Gotta pull some notes from.
And I kind of need to end soonish. Maybe like the next 10 minutes or so if we want to wrap it up there. Potentially. I know it's not as long today, but could also help you like prepare next session because I feel like you wanted us to go to the manor, but my character doesn't want to go there. So I'm giving you this out if that was what you were hoping for.
No. I can do either. I just don't have a printed copy of the notes for other areas. 1 second.
Yeah, we can just call it here.
No. Don't you tell me what to do.
I know. It's just if Twinville gotta go.
I mean, what better than ending at a fork on the road?
Yeah. Good
just wanna-
point.
I want to give you guys at least the description of where you're arriving and the things we are doing.
I'm ready for another fight. I'm ready to rage all over everything.
As you guys continue down the path, a couple hours pass, and you come to Do I not have a description of the town?
It's okay, just end it here, and then
Don't
you
tell
can
me
make
what
up
to
a
do.
description.
I can do.
Who the fuck is letting off fireworks at 11 o'clock?
Bro, I live out here constantly, just fireworks popping off. I live in like.
I don't care like during the day. Well, not during the day. I meant like in the evening. But like, it's 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I get that shit like fucking midnight, 1 in the morning. Just one random ass firework will just pop off. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
The wooded path that you guys are following leads you deeper and deeper into the woods towards the mountainside. As you begin to, the mountain peak begins to overtake the horizon view, you work your way towards, from what you can see, is the outside of a wooden wall that surrounds some interior stone buildings. From the top side, you can see plant growth and decay visible. The town does not look active, and you see nobody walking the streets or manning the gate. You see no visible signs of life.
So what we're saying is, if they made it here, There's not much going on here.
Lay down.
I say we just go back, tell him she's dead, get our money.
Yeah, but he wanted her, like,
We
upon
just get
receiving of her.
some ashes.
I think
burned,
we need proof.
they burned her alive. Here's her ashes.
That's how you start a war between towns, my guy.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I don't think I'll here. Do you?
Ooh, yeah, let's start a war and then sell them weapons to each side.
And that's
Go
how
lay
the party
down.
became the Lord of War.
Yeah. Playing both sides, so we
So
always.
always come out on top.
Yeah.
You're within 15 feet of a large wooden gate to a wooden wall that surrounds you. You can no longer see the stone top buildings as you saw over the top. There's destroyed but legible signs that read Vermilion. There is no, like, the torches outside of the town are cold. There is no recently lit or even stockpiled wood in them, just white, char ash in the basins that would hold it.
So we're at Vermilion City.
The town of Vermilion, I guess, really. Instead of Vermilion, it'd be Vermilion.
Oh, I was thinking Pokemon.
That's true.
Vermilion City.
So,
Yeah.
our goal is to look for anyone in this town right now. So I say we split up and return here in 10 minutes. And just sort of do investigation checks of our own.
Can
find
we end
someone?
it there though? Because I
Yeah.
gotta go to bed.
Upon trying the gate, it is locked. So you'll
Oh,
have to,
fuck.
the party will have to discover their way in, I guess, next time.
Dope.
I'm sorry.
Starting to
Oh,
get
it's
to the gate.
I mean,
I
I'm about to
honestly,
go anyway.
I honestly think we play like the perfect amount of time.
I do. I do too.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean.
Any longer or any shorter, I don't know. I feel like it's a good time.
but yeah, you guys
But
have found
but
yourself.
if I didn't have to work in the morning, I'd play longer. To be honest.
Yeah.
It's no problem. You guys have found yourself to the locked gate of Vermilion.
I'm gonna watch this back later and be like, why the fuck did we go here and not to the manor? Because there's gonna be some important piece of information I just totally forgot. That's why I wish I could take notes faster.
It's completely fine.
I need to take more notes.
I got them all up here, baby, in my head.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm DMing from things in my head, so I get it.
Later, guys.
All right, see you, man. I'll see you guys next weekend.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, should be good.
Catch you later.
See you.
Hi guys, I'm gonna end stream. I'm pretty fucking tired. I'm really exhausted. Sorry for not talking too much tonight. I'm really just tired. I've been up since like 3:30 a.m. This is like the most I've stayed up all week. I've been kind of just like sleeping most days. I'm gonna find someone to host real quick. See if anyone's live that I want to host. If not, I'm probably just gonna turn off stream. Well, Ellie's live. Well, I'm just gonna end stream here tonight, guys. I don't really have the energy to stick around in someone's stream tonight. Usually I would. I just don't tonight. Good night, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This will be going up on YouTube for anyone who's tuned in later. You can find it here. Oh, okay. Good night, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Love you guys. Bye.